We're getting booched today, bruh.
But the thing we're talking about is buried at the bottom of an email from Pokemon with all the Bidoof Day information was I don't know what you want to call it, a teaser, a questionnaire, do you want this type of question?
Yeah, it was like an interest offer, or like an are you interested in this thing?
Do you want this? It was a picture of a card, a promo card, which would be Sword and Shield 177. It was a picture, the same picture that we saw for Special Delivery Charizard. Instead of Pikachu being strapped up into Charizard's harness, it was a Bidoof, and it's Special Delivery Bidoof. And the way to give interest was by clicking the specific link in an email, which would eventually in turn supposed to send you an email at some point. Those emails have not gone out, but there's supposed to be an email that may or may not give you a code, that may or may not give you access to this card if it in fact is a real card. Nate seems to be on the suspicion that this card is a joke.
Well, the thing is that the whole premise around Bidoof Day was that Bidoof was trolling people. Right. That was the whole premise, because they even tweeted out a Rickroll.
Yeah.
Did any of you watch that? Yeah, the Rickroll with Bidoof. And so part of me thinks that is just like part of the whole Bidoof Day thing. It's just like, hey, Bidoof's trolling you. It's not really an actual card type of thing.
And I would have been more inclined to be like, yeah, that makes sense. But there's a couple things that lead me to suspect that I think it is going to be real, because it's too funny not to be real at this point. The fact that it did have an actual number, the fact that it did say Sword and Shield 177.
Right, they could have just left that off.
They could have just left that off and not given us a number, and I'd have been like,
but
okay,
if you're trying to make
chance.
It look real, you're trying to make it look as real as possible.
Sure, I get
but
that.
It was asking for our interest in it. It didn't say they were going to make it yet.
Right, and I think this is also a testing system for future site-specific cards that in their newsletters that they want you to sign up for to get, to know when products are going on, their updates and all that you would get an email, you would say, I'm interested in this, and then you would get a code to apply to your cart, your purchase, that would give you access to this promo card. That would limit how many people can get, because it's, all right, we already know that your account or this email associated has used your one specific code that you get, and it makes it fair so the site isn't rushed in trying to fill in $20, $30 or whatever to get your card added to it and make multiple orders to get the cards. I think this could be, depending on when these codes actually do come out, they could just be like, wait until next year's Bidoof Day to finally give the code out, for all we know, if it's a real thing. And I don't want to go into the whole delivery Charizard conspiracy thing again. Like, where's it going to show up? But this could be a legitimate test to see how this works out if they're going to release it this way.
I agree with you that I think it is a test. However, I still don't think the card is real itself. I think it is a test for future things. The word interest kind of like throws me for a loop.
Yeah,
that was like, why would you say interest?
Right.
Yeah.
It was pretty deliberate that they used that word too. It wasn't like reserve your card. It was like, are you interested? Thank you for sharing your interest or whatever in this card.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of weird wording. If you think it either way, I don't blame you. If you think that it's not real, totally too many signs to point to that. If you think it is real, so many signs to point to that. So
it did say in the fine print, because it did have an asterisk beside it, and then the fine print at the very bottom said, like, code valid until July 10th.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that part.
Yeah, so at the very bottom, so that would be this coming Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about this as well. Nate, did you end up not actually receiving that newsletter? Because Jordan and I got the newsletter, and Nate did not.
I didn't get it.
Which is so weird.
I've checked everywhere. I've checked the spam. I've checked the trash to make sure I didn't accidentally delete it. I've checked because it's a Gmail. I've checked the promotions tab. I've checked the social tag.
When you signed up for the Pokemon Center website, did you originally have a different email?
What do you
mean?
Like,
did you have at any time like, oh, I have a new email now, so I'm gonna switch my my settings over to my new email for the website?
No,
because it actually goes to one of my older emails that I used to have on the website, and not my newer email.
No, that's how the exact same one. Exact same one as always. Like, and I don't have it, and I know I'm getting the emails because I got the confirmation. I went back and made sure I got the confirmation email when signing up, and I got it. But I got nothing. I got absolutely, and then so I was like, well, let me re-sign up and then see if maybe it'll send over that email. And I signed up, got the confirmation email, and I didn't end up getting the email. So, if it is real, I want to be a little bit on the upset side.
I have an update on the fine print on this. So in that particular newsletter, which I cannot believe that's just like a fluke that it didn't show up on your thing. But it says, register your interest in the Pokemon TCG card featuring special delivery Bidoof by July 10th for a chance to receive a promo code for it. Then it has the asterisk. And then the asterisk says, while supplies last. Get a code for a special delivery Bidoof card with eligible purchases of at least $20. Pre-order and digital purchases are not eligible for this gift offer. Offer to get a code will expire on July 10th. So you need to click that link by July 10th. That's just like the offer to get it. So they're going to probably send it after the 10th of July. However, now I'm kind of on Jordan's side in thinking this is a real card because they're like literally get a code for this Bidoof and it will be eligible on purchases of at least $20. Like they put that in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if you spend $20, you can get the Bidoof if you have that code.
Could be an elaborate troll. What if the troll the whole time is you think you're getting a Bidoof card, but you actually get the Charizard? I'm kidding.
You get the Charizard.
I'm not gonna go into that territory.
Dude, but what if it is? Because it's freaking Charizard on the card. Bidoof
I mean,
is
technically you're
there.
getting the Charizard, right? I mean, it's not Pikachu's not the star of that card, even though he's on the Charizard, right? Is he on the? He's on the Charizard too, right? Pikachu's on the Charizard.
Yeah.
Art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have just put the
Pikachu
Bidoof over
Charizard's
head. Right? They would have just put, like, the Bidoof head on top of Charizard and then just left Pikachu there.
That would have been funny.
I think, in the long run, like, if this is an actual card, in comparison to the Charizard, like, this would be more sought after than the Charizard, in my opinion.
This is how they off-balance the hype for the Charizard. They put it all on the Bidoof.
Everybody wants a Bidoof card.
Because people would know to sign up now, and there would be a lot more people that would have access to the Charizard, whereas the Bidoof, like, I mean, just looking at how the situation was handled with me personally and not being able to get an email. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
I do think, though, if everything happens like this is legit, I do think this is how they'll release the Charizard. They'll do it in an email with an interest that you wait for a code, so you can only have like a limit, like you get your one card and that's it.
So their site doesn't
I just
crash.
want one. I just want one Bidoof.
It is crazy because that special delivery Pikachu one was up there for a week, so you could get that for a while. I placed multiple orders like in that span, just coincidentally happened to place multiple orders.
Yeah, I mean you can still get the Willow card as far as I know, right? If you get the Pokemon.
As far as I know too, yeah. Which it is interesting to note that Willow it's Professor's research, but it is a promo with Willow on it. That is promo 178, so that's the promo number after the special delivery Bidoof.
Oh.
The special delivery Bidoof.
Special delivery Bidoof.
From Trader Joe's.
Yes, from Trader Joe's.
Yes.
So that's an interesting little note as well. I don't know, like I feel like I'm on the fence with it. Like sometimes I'm like, yes, it's a real card, but then I'm like, no, it's not a real card. There's no way. Like, why?
It's almost ridiculous enough to not be real, and to
I thought it was a joke up until literally like right now. This last 10 minutes, I really thought it was just gonna be a fake card. But now I'm like reading this email more, and it does seem like it's gonna be a thing.
Well, it's like I figured that they would like at least tweet something out, like, "Hey, sign up for the email to get your chance at." Like they literally did not promote this.
People didn't know unless you read you had to scroll to the bottom of the email. You didn't know about
far
it
down
unless you scrolled. It wasn't the title of just hey Bidoof Day or whatever, and you just saw a couple of the top things. You would have not known about the card. It's right at the bottom.
Hey Pokemon Center, I want to know where my email's at.
Yeah, Pokemon Center.
Email.
Where's the email?
It's lost out there. Where's my email?
Seriously?